Hey everybody, Spaceman Spiff here with another episode of Spaceman Climbs. And this episode is an elf versus undead on whatever this map is. I can't remember what this map is called, but I did play random and he did play undead, so I'm aware that he is an undead player right now. One thing I do like to do, we can see right from the very beginning, I'm building an Ancient of War before my altar, so I do like to go neutral heroes against undead. Typically I do this with a Beastmaster, and then I go into Mass Dryads and a Panda second. I like to do that because the Beastmaster early on is really pretty effective when dealing with a Death Knight harass, or if he tries to do a Ghoul all-in. The Beastmaster is really strong with those Quill Beasts. But I've been experimenting recently. This is on the PTR. Sorry, I am playing on the PTR here, and I've been experimenting with the Alchemist instead of the Beastmaster first, because even though he's not as strong against the Ghoul Rush, Acid Bomb is still really effective. And Healing Wave is also really, really strong, and it scales into the mid to late game better than a Beastmaster does. Just because Destroyers hard counter a Beastmaster, whereas an Alchemist has Healing Spray, which is always effective, and Acid Bomb, it can be devoured by the Destroyers, I believe, but it's still more effective than Quill Beasts are. Either way, so that's what I'm experimenting with. You're going to see I'm getting an Alchemist first. I think this Wisp will probably go over there. Building an Archer, I'm going to do some Ancient of War creeping. Definitely built it too far away, but I wasn't sure. I don't know this map all that well, so I didn't know if it would be safe. Can you build an Ancient of War here? Maybe they'll come attack. Either way, I was doing it here just to play it safe. More Wisps coming out. There's my second Moonwell, so my build is more or less on time. I should have sent my Wisp to the tavern a little bit earlier, but it won't matter. And I'm going to power creep this. So, yeah. And again, I should point out my opponent's name is Legacy of Death, and he's an undead player. Legacy of Death. Good game, buddy. So, eventually I'll pick up my hero. I brought 3 Wisps here to repair, just because, again, I'm not familiar with the map. I wasn't sure if I'd need it. Doesn't look like there are any trappers here, so I probably don't need 3 Wisps, but I was playing it safe. Why not, right? Archer starts it, Ancient of War starts creeping, there are no trappers, so my Wisps will not get ensnared, which is always nice. And this is going to be a pretty comfortable camp for me to creep out. Alchemist, I get Acid Bomb first, and then level 2 and level 3, generally I get Healing Spray. That's debatable. It depends on the game, the flow of the game. If I'm in a position where I'm typically dealing more damage at that stage, then I get Acid Bomb. If I'm being more defensive at that stage, then I go for Healing Spray. I'm sure that makes a lot of sense. But either way, level 1, I think Acid Bomb is definitely the way to go. Gives you some damage output against enemy heroes. It prevents the Ghoul harass really well. Archers do well against Ghouls when they have the minus armor. They do well against Ghouls generally, so that works out. Either way, I'm creeping here. This guy's sending up. Sorry, this guy's going up this way to creep here. I decided to build another Ancient of War because I didn't want to do a 1 Archer tech. I feel like that's dangerous business when you don't have a Demon Hunter. The reason that strategy works is because of the Demon Hunter Naga, and that's not what I'm going for. So I get the second Ancient of War. I'm going to be investing in Tier 1 a little bit more than you typically would in an Elf versus Undead, but it really just gives me that extra defensive edge again. If the Death Knight comes in with a bunch of Ghouls, I will be able to hold because I have these extra Archers coming out, and I'm able to creep with this Ancient of War. Probably not the most efficient use of my money, and there's also a chance the Archers just become irrelevant. If he doesn't come to attack me and I can get away with just 1 Archer, then it sucks that I went for more, but I think it's the right play. It's just playing it safe, you know. I'll always be able to get some utility out of them. It's just, hopefully, I don't know. You understand. I'm just going to move on from there. Ancient of War is not taking much damage here at all, so this is going very, very well for me. I didn't have to use any of the repair Wisps. I've got some great items on my Alchemist, so the invulnerability is obviously one of the best items you can get. I think my tree got that kill, unfortunately. Regeneration is also very strong against an undead player if he's going to be putting a lot of pressure on me. And Mantle of Intelligence isn't great. I'm not going to try and argue the merit of a Mantle of Intelligence, but I'll take it. And finally, I've been scouted. I should have scouted a long time ago. It's bad that I haven't. That's amateur hour, so don't do that. Definitely scout. And now I'm going to eat a couple trees, send this Ancient of War up to creep out this red camp. And while it's walking there, I decided I was going to quickly take out the gold mine because I want an expansion cleared as quickly as possible. So with the level 2 hero and 3 archers, I can creep this, right? You wouldn't be able to do it without the extra archers, unless I could get my Ancient of War way over there. So this is going to go pretty well for me. I think I get a reasonable item. Gloves of Haste, not great, because again, I'm going Healing Spray. I am not going Chemical Rage on the Alchemist. And I'll definitely be able to creep this. Now that I have level 3, I'll get Healing Wave. And look at level 3 Healing Wave. Archers are good to go. Alchemist is feeling healthy. My tree is just about at the red camp, so I'm going to be able to creep that. Tier 2 is coming along. I do have my Hunter's Hall up. I've got a Wonder up, which I think is very important. You need that access to potions, especially if a big attack comes at Tier 2, which I've been seeing more and more of. Just those timing pushes. And creeping this out. So I'm definitely lucky in that he hasn't harassed me. He's probably fast expanding. I imagine that's his play. Just because I haven't seen him at all. But I think I'm going to be comfortable in expanding here. I think these wisps are going to go over right away. And I won't be that far behind in terms of expansion timing if he is ahead of me. If he did expand, I won't be that far behind, and otherwise I'm in a comfortable spot. Because I'm expanding, I'm in a comfortable spot because I will have expanded ahead of him. I should finish my sentences. Potion of Divinity, amazing item. I think I'm going to finish this off just to get level 4, and this was a good timing attack, just like I mentioned. Just in time to cancel the Ancient of Lore here, and probably cancel this one too. Okay, I gotta cancel. Did I lose this one? I lose this one. So that was really bad. I teleport. I probably didn't need to teleport either, but I do. So that was not good. He gained a lot on me. He forced a teleport. He canceled 2 lures. I had to detonate 1 wisp, and I lost the other one, so he got 120 gold there. So, yeah, definitely not going well. I saw he was level 3. Ring of Regeneration. I had to leave that behind as well, in order to pick up this. Now I'm going to pick it up again. He scouts out my Ancient of War, which is, at least I didn't have to cancel a Tree of Life. Another detonation, though, is not ideal. Picked up a Panda for that extra damage output because Acid Bomb, Breath of Fire is so much damage. That's kind of what I'm going for. That's where I think the Alchemist also scales better into the late game than the not the Demon Hunter, than the Beastmaster, just because of the synergy between Acid Bomb and Breath of Fire. Some simple creeping. Don't want to take too much damage. I know he just scouted my expansion, so I'm probably safe throwing this up again. And I do it right away. I'm going to root this tree right here, and that's going to put me in kind of a comfortable spot. It's hard for him to get around and attack my Tree of Life once I get that Ancient of War rooted. And I should have my lures almost done by now. Yeah, so they're going up again. I have to replenish my wood wisps now because I lost 1. I lost the second one. I had to detonate here. 2 more on the lures. 2 more on these 2 lures. So I really am going to be hurting for wood for a little while right now. So you'll see I'm pumping out a ton of wisps. And playing defensively. I saw those ghouls, and that kind of implies he's going standard undead. You're probably going to see destroyers coming eventually. I'm not going to be able to do anything to his army with this small group. I'm not going to be able to push his base. If he has expanded, I'm not going to be able to take out his expansion at this point. I just want to creep. The map is great. It's conducive to getting high-level heroes because there are so many creep camps, so I'm trying to take advantage of the map here. Scourge of Bone Chimes are not good at all when I'm going mass dryads, but I think I'm going to hold on to it for a little while just in case the game reaches a point where I go bears. So that's not an auto sell, I don't think, even though at this point in time I'm still tier 2. I'm not anywhere close to bears, and I'm just starting to pump out my dryads. Tree of Life is about to go up, which is nice. 3/4 of the way there. Creep this out. I don't have a teleport. That's a little ballsy on my part. But Alchemist tanking. I should have my Panda in here. I think I screwed it up here. It's supposed to be the Panda that's getting the experience and the Alchemist off to the side, but I've sent the wrong hero. I'm probably focusing on macro right now, trying to do something there. So, getting him a little closer to 5. More important to get a Panda level 3, but, you know, mistakes were made. Just broke upkeep. I'm not going to waste any time underneath. My expansion timing was late. Dryads build quickly. I have enough gold to continually produce Dryads even if I break upkeep, so that's my thought process. Also, I don't want to get hit by an Undead player with a tier 3 timing when I'm not ready. Or sorry, without making use of my gold, right? There's no point in hoarding the gold and then losing to his 60 food tier 3 push because I'm hoarding it and sitting at 50. At this point, I'm in a comfortable spot resource-wise. I just want to build up as big an army as possible so that I don't lose for having invested so much into the expansion. I hope that makes sense. Anyway, that's why I'm at 61 of 70. I still haven't tacked. All my gold is going into Dryads. I think I've got a lot of Wood Wisps now. Probably. I still haven't scouted him, but, you know, chances are good he's here. He's got to be here, probably. Probably. But one of the two. Got level 3 on my Panda. An invulnerability potion is great. Level 4 on the Alchemist. I'm going to be able to get a second red camp, which is great. I've also bought a town portal, which is useful. Finally, the archers are no longer useful, so I'm going to throw them away here. I think I deliberately lose all 4 of them, because I want to free up some food limit for more Dryads, more bears, maybe a 3rd hero if I do tech eventually. And this is just fodder, right? Frost Nova, Carrion Swarm, Impale, Coil, these archers are going to die ridiculously quickly. With the Dryads, I definitely have some more survivability there. That 8 food is better spent on 2.5 Dryads. I know it's not 2.5, it's 2 2.2, sorry. Either way. Power creeping a bit, killing as many things as quickly as possible. Obviously, he's going to be nuking my heroes, right? That's all he's able to attack when you go Dryads. You'll have the Fiends attacking Dryads, and he's going to use all 3 of his heroes to nuke my heroes. That's just the way I've forced it to play out that way by not going bears. So I want to have a lot of survivability on my heroes. So this is 2 amazing items. The teleport's great. I don't need the slippers. Over here, I got a potion of restoration. Great item. Invulnerability. So my heroes are looking really comfortable. Finally, I see that my opponent is here. So I know my expansion is pretty safe. That's good. It's nice that I was able to grab this spot before him, but he's probably taken these 2, so it doesn't matter. And yeah, so he's got 5,600 left. I've got 8,000. So he's had that expansion for way longer than I have. That was not a good sign. That was definitely indicative of a big army coming my way soon. So I'm running back. I'm going to heal up and kind of brace myself. And why I say it's indicative of a big army coming soon is I'm at 69 and my expansion was late. So he's probably at 80 by now, right? I would imagine he's at 80. Let's pause and check. And he's probably got similar hero levels to me. Oh, he's only at 70. 4-3-1 to my 4-3. So similar hero levels, and he is coming to attack. I'm grouping up and see his army. Immediately I'm going to have to pull back. I don't want to engage this if I don't have to until I'm at full army size. But let's look at this. Acid Bomb, Breath of Fire. Oh, that's so good at level 2 even. Once I get level 3 on both, it's just insane damage. Throwing some healing waves, starting to focus the Lich. And actually I thought I was going to run from this battle, but it turns out I fought it. Focus down a Destroyer, big kill. And now, again, so he's got just his 3 heroes left. The Destroyer is not a threat. The Abomination, 1 Fiend, Unburrowed. He can't nuke much, right? So the nukes... Where is he going to go? Well, I'm going for the Abomination, so he heals that. Breath of Fire gets a kill with the Burrowed Fiend, so that was always nice. Or that is always nice, I should say. And then I turn to focus the Naga, because he has no means of healing her. He can hand off potions, of course, which he does, but he still can't death blow, and that's why she was the first target. And I lose some Dryads, but in the end I get the kill, and he handed off his teleports. He had to actually use an invulnerability potion to get away. So this fight, sorry, going into it I said looked problematic for me, but I actually came out really, really far ahead in that fight. I still have a lot of Dryads. I lost a bunch, to be fair, but he lost quite a few units as well, and his Naga. So, feeling comfortable. Feeling comfortable. I should have bought another invulnerability right there. Get my Panda a little tankier. No mana on him whatsoever either. Is not a good thing. I probably should have come and used some moon walls. Finally going tier 3. Sorry, I should have pointed this out. I am now going for bears. I decided it was time. I was scared by his 3 heroes, to be honest. For some reason, I'm not sure why I decided I needed to go for Dryads at this point. Or Bears at this point. I probably could have gotten away with continuing with Dryads, but for whatever reason, I thought Bears were now absolutely necessary. And I know a lot of people will argue that Bears are always necessary, and that's probably true. I'm just bad with Bears. That's why I try and get away with just Dryads. Anyway, creeping over here. I'm going to initiate the camp, and look at this. Claws right back into the game. I rebuild. He chases my Panda around a little bit, which is nice. I'm able to power creep him almost to level 5. Level 5 Alchemist is massive. But I did get level 3 Acid Bomb because I wanted to combo with the Breath of Fire. And now I'm dangerously close to level 5 on the Panda as well. Rebuilding my tree here, getting another Ancient of War in case he tries some of those stupid shenanigans again. That was a good play on his part. I am going to power creep this because I want to get my Panda to level 5. I probably should go for the red camp. It's still there and drops a really good item. But I went for this. It does clear another gold mine for future use if I want to try something like that. Naga just got back, level 3. And bam! Level 5 on the Panda. Pretty solid items. Both of these are good. With the bears, this is great. The Lion Horn of Stormwind is, I think, an underrated item. Any aura is good, so I'm really happy to pick it up. And he comes to attack. Let's see. I have Wellsprings. I have a pretty good base. I have 4 bears, but no bear form yet, so I can't engage. He's got level 4, 3, 2 to my 5, 5. Should be an easy fight for me, right? I'm going to throw a big acid bomb. Big area of effect there. How much? -5 armor. -5 armor is a really big deal. Almost have bear form. Lost 2 Moonwells, which kind of hurts. I have to rebuild them both. I can't get any more army, but money's tight either way. And the fight begins. So I overcommit with my Panda. Look at that fire. And that damage output. That wasn't even the best way to do it. Bears enter the fight, and I do really, really poor bear micro throughout this fight. We're going to watch for that because it's something I struggle with. Big acid bombs. Healing wave, keeping my Alchemist alive, and then I had to use the Potion of Divinity. Now he's going straight for the Panda and gets the kill, so that's a big kill. That hurt me. Bears are not attacking the right things, they're slowly getting picked off. My Dryads are focusing an Abomination. Just never do that. Dryads to the Destroyer, Dryads to the Fiends. Don't need to kill the Abominations first. I do finally kill it though. I hit level 6 on the Alchemist. He's got level 4, 4, 2. He's killed all of my bears. And now it's Dryads against Fiends and the Tri-Hero. Night is just about to come, which will be huge. I need the Moonwells to be regenerating, because all of a sudden this fight is looking really, really bad. Huge transmute to kill the statue. 160 gold swing. And I'm able to buy a little time because my base is so sprawled, and I built a bunch of moonwells up here just to... Honestly, I wanted more healing and I could afford it, and I was not able to produce units at the time because I was blocked. So I've got a bunch of moonwells. I've also expanded here. So this one's just about to start mining again. This one is also in the same spot. And I know I need to hold this. If I can hold this, then I'll be back in the game, but this is going to be a tough spot. And the key is to just be patient, I think. So I don't want to lose the lore, but it might have to happen. My panda is slowly coming. Good acid bomb. Start putting some damage on the Death Knight was my thought process. If I can force him back, then I'm doing okay. But I am going to lose this lore. I didn't come to repair it at all. That's a mistake. That's a mistake. I have a lot of wood and I don't see any wisps. Oh, that's why I have the shredder. Seems unintuitive to have a shredder with Night Elf, just because they're not supposed to hurt trees, but sometimes it has to be done. Taking a ton of damage on my Alchemist. Big transmute, and my Alchemist dies. So now it's looking really bleak. I've got a couple Dryads left. I'm throwing some damage on the Death Knight, but I'm not going to be able to kill him. He's getting a great position on me, and it's bleak at this point, right? The game's not looking good. My panda is kind of close, and I have both gold mines running now, so I have the income, and I know that if I can push him back, at least I'll be able to rebuild, and my heroes are strong. I have almost a level 6 panda and a level 6 alchemist, so I need to somehow hold him. But again, this looks really, really bad. I have 3 dryads, and my panda pops back out, so big breath of fire almost gets the Death Knight, but not quite. Do I lose these? Anti-magic shield is really good there. I think he's gonna kill me. Doesn't matter though. He just focus fires me down, and I lose the panda. And you can imagine me on stream is upset with myself right now. I'm gonna lose both of these. About as bad as it gets. I do quick buy back both my heroes, which tells you how much income I have. I just haven't been able to produce. Some dryads coming out. There's so many units here now, though. It's so bad. What do I have? A dryad and both the heroes I just bought back against the biggest army of all time. He has level 5-4-5 or 5-4-6. Big transmute, though. Kill another abomination. And rely on Wellsprings. Wellsprings are so strong. They can maybe get me back into this game. That's a big acid bomb. Breath of Fire, not quite so big, but it's putting some damage on, making him worry a little bit. He could really use a statue right now. And he goes for my main, so it's not looking good. If I try and repair that, he can Fourth Lightning, Frost Nova everything immediately. But my priority has to be the heroes, right? I just have to watch the heroes. Losing the Wonder is really bad. I can't buy health potions or mana potions now, and night is starting to end, so I'm going to be in a rough spot with the Moonwells. But I'm doing what I can. His army's taking a lot of damage from the time, like the drawn out acid bomb Breath of Fires. Again and again, it's really buying me time. Building a bunch more here, 2 more lores, some Moonwells. I have the income. I just need to be able to produce. Right, so I'm still at 80 of 80 food, building more Moonwells preemptively. Again, lots of income, so I can. I should have caught that, but still, lots of income. It was by 2.5 bases, even though the mains are running out. And I don't know if he's expanded here, but he might be down to 1 base now, so it might slow him down a bit as well, right? 3 dryads, 2 heroes against this. Still looking bad, but not quite as bad. My main is almost down. Halfway anyway. I think I'm gonna... Big transmute. So good. And now he's down to just 2 abominations. Somehow. Those transmutes are adding up.
Our warriors have engaged the enemy.
Panda's getting closer to 6, about halfway there. I thought he'd be more so by now, but baby steps, right? Threw an acid bomb on the Naga.
The great outdoors.
Just kind of taking too much damage on my Panda, but I don't think he'll be able to get the kill just yet. I knew he was low on mana on the Death Knight, which is big. No Death Coil offensively or defensively. Defensively gives me some good control. My lores are up, so I can keep producing Dryads. I have tons of gold, so it's going to start happening soon. I'm building another Wonder, more Moonwells. My main has gone down, so I can't build any more Tier 2 structures. I can't build any bears now, it's just Dryads because I don't have a Tree of Ages, even though I started my tech just now. Altar goes down. And I've got him boxed into the corner. He's taking me out, but I've now had more time. I got my fake knight, whatever, moonstone, so that's nice. More abominations are here. 3-2 upgrades on the fiends. I didn't notice. What do I have? 0-1. So he has a huge upgrade advantage in fiends, but his abominations aren't great. Another massive transmute. How often do you get to see a game where the Alchemist gets to use transmute so many times? And it's actually playing a major role in the outcome of the game. It's good times. More Dryads coming. Here I figured I'd make the most out of that Wand of Illusion. Try and engage a little bit. Probably not the spot to do it. Threw an acid bomb out there. Where's the Breath of Fire? Huge Breath of Fire. Damage is really big. He's trying to nuke my heroes. Yeah, healing wave. And then I focus the Death Knight, which definitely should not be what I'm doing. Don't focus the Death Knight. Death Knight hits level 6. Look at these fiends! Kill the fiends! One down. Burrow. Another one down. An abomination down. Fighting in among all the trees is a mistake. He should not have committed in here. I've got Moonwells at my back. That's a big Animate Dead. About as big as Animate Dead gets. But down goes the abomination. And all of a sudden, I'm looking alright. Got a level 6 Panda. The Dryads are picking off my Dryads, which is frustrating. Interestingly, though, they don't have Envenom Spears. That's something. He has scouted my second expansion, so he's aware. But I killed the Lich as well. I don't know if you guys saw that. I heard it. The Lich died. That's what got me level 6 on the Panda. And that puts me at a that puts me in a strong spot. He's forced back. He is probably expanded by now, right? He's probably got 2 bases as well. I am absolutely strapped for wood. I need another shredder ASAP. But I've got tons of gold, and I'm feeling a little more comfortable now. I've got really strong heroes, using more moonstones to just get as much juice into these moonwells as possible. Acid bomb. Look at the damage over time there. Does it get the kill? It does? Yeah. Came to destroy this, and it's gone. No good items on my heroes right now. Like, I need invulnerability potions, I need Staff of Teleportation, Boots of Speed, especially if I'm going to be running out in the open like this. And I have the gold for items, so really I should be doing that. And I come here, see that this isn't even creeped yet, but I'm level 7, so I'm pretty comfortable running in. I'm just going to buy, yeah, Boots, Staff of Teleportation, exactly. Because I want to get some scouting done with my hero, and I did not need to use that there. But I don't want him to die or get caught, so this combination should be enough, especially with Boots of Speed as well. My Panda, he's chilling with the Dryads, don't need to creep anything. And look, no expansion, so that was good. He comes here and scouts me out, and I turn to deal with it. So now I've got 6 Dryads and 2 heroes against his 2 heroes and a bunch of fiends. They're gonna... Outside of my Moonwells, look at that, terrible positioning. Easily gets 2 quick kills. Oh, that Breath of Fire, though. Just devastating. I should have Reveal. The fact that I don't is not good. Do I keep it alive? Keep it alive, force the teleport. And these guys are too far away, unfortunately, so I get 2 more kills. And I think finally I realized that it should be easy for me to get Reveal. But now my expansion is stood. I saw that he didn't expand here. He probably hasn't expanded here. How much gold do I have left? He's probably also empty on this mine now, right? Because I was late and he destroyed it. So this is probably out. Yep. And it's looking pretty good. Except for this, I guess. I think we saw this when I revealed map. I don't think I saw this at this point in the game. Alright.
Ah, the great outdoors.
54 of 90. Tons of gold, no wood. Broke upkeep because, again, tons of gold. It doesn't matter. Here we go. I'm going to buy a shredder. At some point.
Our gold mine is running low.
Get more items. There he is. Yeah. And just play safe at this point, right? I feel like I've won the game. My heroes are so strong. I have great gold. I will have good lumber income shortly. And it looks like he's strapped. It looks like he's hurting for cash. Level 3 healing wave. Look at those dryads. Regenerate health. Amazing. Yeah. Healing scroll. I should sell this now. I have no bears. Potion of greater mana. That's a great item. Still not selling my bone chimes, but that's okay. And yeah, I think it's looking really comfortable. If I see no expansion here and no expansion here, look at that. Ah, he does have an expansion. So I'm not out just yet. Or sorry, I haven't won the game just yet. I don't know how much these start with, but 7,200 means he's probably had this for a while. I am going to be forcing the final engagement with this fight, though. I'm very confident of that, just because I know there's no expansion here, and if I... Well, there. He's unsummoning, so he's not going to defend it. There's no other gold mines on the map. I guess he could have this one. He could have this mine. But I'm feeling really confident. Use Transmute on an Acolyte there, just because... Why not? I have the mana. The cooldown's really short. I might as well take gold where I can get it. Even if I have this much. Still 0-1 upgrades. I don't think I even have a Hunter's Hall anymore. There it is. And I catch him. So I do have another bear. He's probably going to die. Should have rejuvenated and then morphed him, but immediately goes down. This bear is probably going to immediately go down as well. Oh, okay. Acid Bump, Drunken Haze, Breath of Fire. So good. Look at the damage on these fiends. And then I use the Panda Ultimate. And he's got to fall back. I really need to use Reveal. Legacy of Death leaves the game, and somehow I squeak out the win. So that was a lot of fun. That was a really tough game. I thought I'd lost it at several points when he was taking out my main. Let's check it out. Units killed, buildings reduced, largest army. All of that was close. Heroes, he actually had more experience than me. But even though he got 3 hero kills, I guess it wasn't enough. Way more items for me. That makes sense, because I was constantly buying from the shop. Resources, a little bit more than him. 3,000 more. I also lost less to upkeep, so I guess it's probably around 4,000 more gold over the course of the whole game I got. Either way, though, it was a good game. It was a stressful game, but I hope you guys enjoyed it. Thank you for watching. Questions, comments, criticisms are welcome. Leave a comment. I'll enjoy it. If you could subscribe, that would be great. And have a great rest of your day.